Hi guys. So I'm back, and today I sort of prep my face. All of my skin prep is done, but I was asked to do something, and I thought it would be sort of like an interesting challenge. I was asked if I could replicate Ariana Grande's makeup. And so obviously, I'm much older than this girl, and she's gorgeous and talented. I think Ariana Grande is so beautiful and so amazingly talented. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I can try. And what I did notice, I've been sort of looking at her photos. So all I can do is use my makeup and try to use her as an inspiration to create an eye look. And what I did notice is she has a very uh, sort of natural makeup. She definitely uses a matte foundation by the looks of it. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is a matte foundation, and I have my Dior Forever. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by putting on my foundation. All right, guys, so I have that done. So just looking at this photo that I'm using of Ariana for inspiration, I noticed that around her eyes, um, it's much lighter, like with the concealer. It's lighter than the surrounding. And she probably uses a brightening powder. So, what I'm going to do to try to lighten up my under eye just a little bit more is I'm going to use um, my Dior concealer, and I'm just going to add a bit of the Haus Labs 00 shade, I believe it's called, and it's just white, so it's going to lighten things up because I want to try to lighten up my concealer so I can get a similar look as hers, because I don't have a concealer that really brightens me up that much. And what I do like about Ariana's makeup too, like I said, it's very light, it's very pretty, it's ethereal. So now I'm going to use some of the Milani cream bronzer, but this is a very neutrally looking shade on me. So I'm going to use this for a contour because, like I said, I can see that she has this to define her cheek coming down here. So I'm going to use some of this to define my cheek. I mean, obviously, like a professional makeup artist is doing her makeup, and it is very beautiful. You can also see, like, right up around her hairline, too, that some bronzer was used there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use something a little bit more warm up by my hairline, because down here I find it's more of a cool shade, but up by her hairline looks a bit more warm. And I think what I'm going to do is use my Natasha Denona bronzer. I find this is a very warm bronzer on my skin, so I thought this might be the thing to do up around my hairline, because I find right up around here they've really gone up around her hairline. We'll see. Because her eyebrow in this picture that I have, this is like one of her ones where it was in a premiere or something like that, because her eyebrows are very light. Now, I ain't lightening up my eyebrows. I'm using my own products, but I'm going to try to achieve a similar shaped eyebrow. and that is my goal. So what I did notice with her eyebrow, it is very straight. So right here, there's like no curve. So I'm going to try my best to get her eyebrow, because I think her eyebrow here is what's going to make this. So I'm going to use my NYX micro pencil. I'm just going to start trying to create a similar shape. Okay, so doing something like this, it's, it's about, I was trying to lessen the amount of shape that was around my eye, because her eyebrows are smaller and they're lighter and similar to the color of her hair, of course. I think that I'm going to leave it at that too, just because her eyebrows are quite light. But that's pretty cool. Okay, so now I have to find a palette that's going to give me a similar eyeshadow look. Makeup. It is very light, very pink, very ethereal. And I can see a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of lightness. So let's see what I've got. I think I got this one. So I'm going to first go in with my Singe Beauty Paisley Hoop palette. Okay. Now with this particular eye look that I'm doing, it is a very natural look. So I'm going to use my Odin's Eye Rosy Jingles palette. I'm going to use this peach right here. Okay, so to get some glitter, I'm going to go into my Jelly Jewels. My Jelly Jewels by Essence. This is awesome. And what shade is this one in? This is the lighter of the two, like it has a more white base. This one here is in 02 and it's called Celestial Shimmer. So it's a very simple look. It's not, she has a very simple aesthetic. Well, in the pictures that I've been looking at. So I was going to do a lash because she's got lashes on, and it don't look like she has much done to her under eyes other than having them really light and bright. So let's just see. I'm just going to use the, I don't have a dark eyeliner, so I'm just going to use my micro pencil. Just going to try to do a dark line here just to hide the lash. Okay, so I finally got some eyelashes on. Oh my goodness, it took me a little while, but I'm not really used to wearing false eyelashes, but I actually bought them because the other day when I tried those other ones on, I was inspired. I was like, oh, I'd like to wear some falsies again because they're fun. They're so much fun and they bring so much drama to the eye look that, you know, if you're going out for a nice evening out or whatever, it is actually a really nice thing to add, or even in the day if you want to. I don't. I do it whenever I'm in the mood, but I really do enjoy wearing some falsies. Once that dries, I'll add some mascara too, maybe. I don't know though. Her eyelash is very simple, it's not much. I think that what I'm going to try to do is just create a line more outside of there. Okay, so I'm going to start to do some more contouring around my nose. So I'm going to go to my e.l.f. palette. And this time, I'm actually going to start with the cool color, this one here, because really a true contour is cool. So I'm going to, let me see, I got to wipe that off. That was a bit too much pigment. I'm just going to start to blend this in because she has definitely had some contouring done to her nose. And her nose is way more petite than mine too, so. But we're still going to try. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. palette. We're going to contour the nose. Okay. Also, what I love is she created a little button nose. So I'm going to go to the lighter shade here because it looks a little bit more bronzy at the tip. And she sort of went right here. And you can see sort of like that well-defined line right there. So it's like right at the end. And I'm just going to wipe my nose before I do this. Another thing that I noticed is she has a little bit of that brown color right down here, guys. It's like that. Yeah. And maybe like around here a little bit. She got such a pretty little nose. There we go. And then what else I can see is the fact that she has a nice little highlight at the tip of her nose. So let me just see. I got to get my nose brush out. I really love that brush for my nose. Let me see. Where is it? There it is. So I'm going to use my nose brush and I'm going to use this shade. So we've used this one. We've used that one. Now we're going to this one. And it seems like it's concentrated right here. Yep. Okay. I also can see too, she's got some shading down here. So let's go and do some shading with the contour shade. Now let me see, I need to get a nice little brush. There. Oh, here it is. So I'm just going to use this shade here. Okay. And let me see. So I got that done. And blush. Now her blush reminds me of my Charlotte Tilbury shade. This one here. Oh, this one's so beautiful. The Hollywood. I can't read it. I'll have it listed down below. This color here. So I'm just going to use my blush brush. I'm going to just take that. So I'm here right now. Okay. Because I noticed like it's just on. And there we go. And some finishing spray to melt everything in. And there we go. And so I'm just going to put her picture up by mine. And again, please keep in mind, I'm in my 50s and I think I did a decent job, seeing as how she is a beautiful, beautiful young woman still. Anyway, I gotta say, that was so much fun. I really enjoyed that. Ariana Grande definitely has a beautiful, simple aesthetic, and she's letting her beauty from within just shine through, and she certainly can do that. Anyway, guys, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel, and if hit the notification bell, and that way you're notified of any future video uploads. As well, if you enjoyed today's content, please give my video a like and leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Well, I gotta say, I'm feeling a little bit Ariana today and feeling good. So I wish all of you guys a good day too. Bye.